Okay, welcome Realty One Group Karma October meeting. Super excited to share some great insight and tools with you guys today, as well as we have some amazing celebrations. So we'll go ahead and get started with, I would love for all of us to share any celebration that we have going on in our life. So as you know, at Realty One Group Karma, we believe in celebrating the whole person behind the professional. Your successes, both in and out of the office, matter to us. Whether it's closing a major deal or achieving a personal milestone, we'd love to hear about your wins, big and small. Share your triumphs with us so we can champion your growth and celebrate alongside you. After all, your victories are our victories, and together we're building more than just a business. We're cultivating a community of success. So share away. Anybody got anything big, small, business, personal? Love to hear it.
I have something, but let me share the link first with Vicky.
Yeah, go ahead.
We'll be back.
No problem. Tanya?
I I guess for this month, I would say something that comes to mind is that I'm gonna probably have the most closings I've had in a month. I have two more closing by the end of this month, so that makes it four.
Yes.
So that one, business-wise, I'm excited about.
Congratulations. That's a huge milestone. And that's a testament to you and your hard work. And I think, it's momentum, right? It didn't just happen overnight. It's things that you've done over time that have allowed the success, to come through. And I'm just glad that we're the
Yes.
ones that get to celebrate it with you,
Thank
And
you.
yes, yes, yes. What would you
Thank you.
say, was the result of those closings as far as anything you did in your business, to cause that to happen, or a new tool or strategy?
For me, it's taking care of my database and being honest and being in communication with them and taking care of them. That's always been a focus of mine, is doing the right thing for my clients and building that trust. I want them to trust me and show my appreciation to them. So that's how I get a lot of my business from.
That is amazing. And honestly, what you just said, I don't know if you're comfortable with video, but you should just go on video and say that exact thing again and post it up. People will love it.
I need to. That's a goal, to be on
Yes,
more video.
it was honest, it was authentic, and it was real. People were like, well, that's somebody I want to work with, that is
Mm.
going to be honest with me and wants to earn my trust. What other value is there in business, right? When you have that,
Mm-hmm.
that's everything. So
Yes.
yeah, put that on a video.
Okay.
You're
Okay.
beautiful. You'll be
Goal.
like,
Goal.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. It looks like you're still sharing with Vicky.
Yeah, she can't get in. She said she doesn't get the event. You know how you get the
I'll send her an invite right now from my calendar. And it's in my calendar, in my notes. I'll just send her a quick invite real quick.
quick invite. So
So there you go. Okay. So I just sent it to her. So for me, my celebration is 4 years of sobriety. So I'm really,
Yay!
yes.
That is awesome.
October 13th, is my other birthday, I
Wow.
call it. And the decision came shortly after kind of this whole transition was starting with my previous company and business. And that decision was triggered by, there's things in life that happen to us, and sometimes they're out of our control. There's outside circumstances, there's other people involved, there's all these situations. And yet I always do my best that when something is happening in life, I always kind of look at my side of the street and I'm like, okay, what's on my side of the street? What am I in control of? Where's my DNA? Where am I at in this process? Where am I at in this situation? And when I focused on my side of the street and kind of shut down all the noise of other people and what was happening, things that were out of my control, I did discover and see that there were certain pieces of my life that weren't truly in alignment with who I know I could be and who I wanted to be. And so in order to align myself with future opportunities, to get good energy going, to attract the right people, the right opportunities in my life, I knew that there was something there that I had to make a change with. And so when I thought about my behavior and alcohol specifically, it was something that didn't serve me. And so I said, well, why don't I clean that up and get real with where I'm at and who I'm being and who I can become. And so that was my motivation behind making the decision. And then it was during COVID of all things. So I was like, oh man, you know, I definitely need some help here because I'm not, obviously none of us could be around anybody, right? Our social lives we were all locked in our houses, etc. So long story short, I found a meeting, in-person meeting in Lincoln Park for AA. I was so grateful that they were actually having in-person meetings. And so I went, and the reason that I went was I needed to understand like the mechanics of it all, like what's actually happening. I also wanted to hear other people's stories because I think that we learn best from one another. And when you have an opportunity to share yourself, that's when you can start to learn from your past experiences and I think start to heal, right? So if we keep things inside and we don't talk about them and we don't share our experiences, it makes it way more difficult to work through whatever change or process you might be going through. So for me, that was a great tool because I was able to learn from others. I was able to share, start to really learn from my experiences and hear myself, right? And then be able to make those changes and then understand, you know, the challenge that was ahead of me and be able to work from it from both a scientific point of view and understanding what actually happens all the way to dealing with any emotional trauma that, you know, I needed to address and just get on my path of being more clear and focused and truly, I think just being the person I know that I could be. And so 4 years later, here we are, you know, Realty One Group Karma, be good, do good, live good. That's where that came from because you have to first be good, right? Like, who are you being? What is it that you're doing for yourself in all areas of your life? Physical, financial, spiritual, emotional, relationships, family, all of these things are super important. And so that's the be good part, right? Like you have to come first. And then the do good is kind of like, all right, you know, now I can be there for others. Now I can get out there, help my clients, help my community, help my family, be there for friends, and truly like get into action And then the live good is really like the result of whatever it is you desire or wish to have in life. I truly believe you can most certainly get after it and have it, whatever that might be. And for all of us, it's different. And it's always going to be different as we grow, right? My goals 3 years ago are different than my goals today, so it's an evolving, changing piece of our life, but I think that makes it exciting. That's kind of what living is about. So that's the live good part. So when we talk about this, be good, do good, live good, it's something that comes from my core and what I know just, from my own experience. I'm hopeful can help you and others, our clients, our community, our business partners, whomever, doesn't matter. I'm hopeful that it can be something that we can share with so many people and help them in their process of whatever it is, they're looking to do or who they're looking to become. So that's my celebration. And I'm just excited to share that with you guys because you all are the result of that. So thank you.
That's amazing. Very proud of you, Pam.
Yeah, thank
It
you.
sounds like a journey, a very hard journey. And to
Yes.
see, I didn't get to witness that, but to hear you talking about it is inspiring.
Well, thank you.
And
And
it must have been so hard.
yeah, it was. And it still is, right? There's still, it's a process and things are not always perfect and there's always challenges, but that's when you get to learn what you're made of, right? And I always tell people too, regardless of if it's getting sober and you slip up and, you have a drink or you do something, I always tell people, I'm like, listen, it's not like, that's just that moment. That doesn't need to define you moving forward, right? And that goes for anything in life. Anything that we do, we're going to make mistakes. We're going to trip up at some point. We're going to stumble. We might fall down, but that doesn't have to define you. Use the people around you, use the tools that you have, and knowing that you can most certainly get right back up and get right back after it and do it even better. And that's, for me, Realty One Group karma, right? From my past experience. It's like, no, man, get right back up, get right back after it, brush yourself off and go do it better. Find more talent and people that you can connect to on a much more profound level because your energy and who you're being is going to attract that, right? So sometimes our falls really are our greatest opportunities because it allows us to see who we are and it allows us to take that step forward in growth. And without growth, well, life would be boring, right? Like, can you imagine if you were the same person you were 20 years ago? Like, oh, no. So, yes. And I know she's on, and I know she probably can't talk because she's doing her other job, but I see a heart. But I mean, honestly, I shared this with you guys because I think that it relates to all pieces of our lives. And this just happens to be an experience for me, but you can relate it to any challenge or any change that you may want to do in your life. And I know for me, I was 6 months sober prior to meeting Selene. And so when we actually met, I had already been, 6 months sober, as I said, and I can guarantee you kind of this behavior that I was in before, I don't think she would have been completely in tune with. I don't think our energies would have connected on the profound level that they did if I hadn't been in that process and changing some things about myself and evolving. And So that's what I mean. Like sometimes those greatest falls can bring you the greatest gifts. And for me, that happened. And I'm just extremely grateful. So, okay, I talked enough. Anybody else share your triumphs, you know, big, small, personal, business. We just love to hear it.
What I'm gonna say is something personal as well. About 14 years ago, Kevin and I decided to leave Germany behind for a professional opportunity that rose for him, and I was happy to come along, which led us to the US. And of course, you know, leaving family behind and everything and friends and everything is never an easy thing. However, we created a life, we created everything here. And even if it was a little strange circumstance, I'm happy to say now that my mother is going to join us. And that is something that is dearly happy, makes me really happy, because it is something that when you have a parent far, far away, especially on a different continent, it is something that sits on your shoulders. So it might sound to someone that said, Adam, what is that all about? I'm going to tell you, just having my mother here, not worrying every day, hey, is something gonna happen? Maybe is something gonna be here? Is, you know, what's going on? Sometimes really just thinking about, why wasn't I able to connect with her? I was really checking sometimes, was she on social media? All those kind of things. I don't know. Maybe I'm overprotective. I don't know. But I'm telling you, it is a hard thing to have a parent or a loved one far away. And that has changed. So she's going to be here now. And for me, that is a big triumph, because I can live much easier and much more relaxed, honestly. And we have family here. So it's another add-on. Since Kevin's family is not exactly here in the US, they're in Canada. But hey, we can always get in the car and drive there, or get on the plane and be there in a couple of hours. It's a little different than flying all the way over to Europe. So that is my little personal triumph and personal thing that makes me very happy right now, and took
Oh, that's awesome.
thing off my shoulders, I have to say. So professionally, everything is doing great. I love where I am. Just love where I am with everything around me. I see all the spaces here, and I'm like, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be.
Oh, that's
And work with
wonderful.
the people, I work with the people that I always envision that I want to be with those people. So yeah, now enough of but, but that's the truth. It's just the truth. So I probably will share something else as well, a little professionally, some inexperience with the a loan that I had recently with the client, but let's do this a little later.
Okay.
Okay.
Adam, thank you. Congratulations on having your mom. It is a
Yeah.
blessing to be able to spend this time with her,
Yeah.
you know, especially later on in life, because there's so many things that you're going to learn. There's stories that she's going to talk about and she's going to, you know, say, and you're going to be surprised on some of the things that you're going to get to learn about her, about your family, about, you know, experiences. And I think that that's the joy of having somebody older, especially, you know, a parent, that you can just still learn from.
Mhm.
And there's a lot of insight there. So I'm
True.
really happy for you both that you get to spend this time with each other.
Thank you.
Rob, you got anything?
Oh gosh, man, you guys are killing me over here. It's nice stuff. Yeah, I mean, I feel yes, I've been through some great times and some hard times, and it seems like you learn a lot more when things are hard than you do when they're easy. definitely the life lesson there. And I think, you know, we're on the cusp of like, I believe turning the corner, and it's going to be interesting. I just see with this group here, Pam and Adam and everyone here but you know, to be part of this and to see this grow is going to be really fun. You know, I've been in these myself, and I've been around, you know, organizations that have kind of catapulted over the years. And I think this is going to be a really, really kind of a special group. And I think, you know, a couple years from now, when we're doing these screens, it's going to be, the whole screen's going to be faces, and it's going to be like, all right, everyone mute your calls because we got 180 people on here now, you know. And you know, so that's kind of fun. This feels right to me too. And I think with people, you know, having the more moral compass and the mindset to do things the right way. I've discussed that with, you know, hundreds and hundreds of people in the mortgage business who have worked for me in the past. And it's always been like, we have a very unique industry and opportunity here. You can make a lot of money and you don't have to do anything corner cutting or unethical or any of that. You can just do it by the book, and you still are going to actually have a fantastic career. And so it's, you know, that makes things, I think, easier for people when that's just how it should be. And, you know, that's the expectation. But, you know, this is going to be fun. This is going to be a great ride. And, you know, when we look back, we'll all know, this little group will know, you know, when this is supernova. And then everyone, I mean, this happened to me back in the day. We built pretty significantly large organization with a lot of people, and we did, you know, billions of dollars. And, you know, the people that would meet us the 6 years, 7 years into it, they're like, oh, wow, you guys are really lucky. And, you know, nobody sees the what you have to do the first 3 years to get it going. You know, they see you know, I mean, I had people ask me or tell me like, oh, you must have, you probably had a rich family, huh? You inherited a bunch of money, and so you were able to do all this. I go, yeah, I wish. My dad owned a gas station and made his best year of his life. He made 60 grand, his best year ever, you know? So yeah, no, I'm not a trust fund baby. I just did this on my own. And, you know, here we are, we're going to do it again. So I'm happy to be here. Thanks for the opportunity. And, yeah, you guys just like, let's lean into each other. You know, I think that's an important part. It's like hard early on, and sometimes you need somebody just to say, you know what, hey, it's going to be all right. We're going to be fine. We're going to do better than just fine. We're going to do great. But, you know, those early days are, you know, sometimes it's tough, man, getting out of bed. It's like scary, you know, hey, I got a lot, you know, we're all risking a lot, and, you know, you have big goals, and, you know, you have to do the work to get there. So we just have to stay on task here, and let's do it, you know.
Wow. Thank you, Rob.
No
Yes.
problem, Pam. Thanks.
Yes, yes.
Awesome,
Anybody
Rob.
else?
No problem. Thanks,
Vicky?
guys.
I don't know. I'm just in the car taking the long way home because this is my favorite season, and the trees are turning and
Oh,
the
I bet.
pumpkins are out and the Halloween decorations are out. And I'm just enjoying myself.
I could tell a story that I'm proud of for Vicky as a business owner.
Go
If you
for
don't
it.
mind me sharing, okay.
Share away.
Yeah, so as a business owner, for me, I get real enjoyment watching you guys succeed. Like that's what motivates me. When you put more money in your pocket, I get so happy about that. And I know that goes against any law of running a business, right? Like, no, you're supposed to make the money, and you're supposed to watch your bottom line, and you're supposed to be in profit. But, you know, just who I am inherently, I just really want everyone to win and succeed, you know, and then you have enough of that happening, you know, I'll make mine, right? It'll happen. It'll be fine. But watching you succeed and make the most amount of money, like that gives me pure joy. So Vicky, recently she's now a title agent, as you guys know from our last meeting last month. And so she used to work with her former company. And at that former company, they have title opportunity in that company, but they don't necessarily offer it out to all of the agents like we are here at Realty One Group Karma.
They just don't
So-
offer it to anyone. Pam's being super nice. Like it was never even brought up as a thing. I didn't know it was a thing. Nobody knew it was a thing.
Okay, yes. So, here she is at this other brokerage and they have the opportunity, but they're not offering it, right? They're not giving it to their agents. So Vicky joins Realty One Group Karma. Obviously, I've been pushing like, come on, guys, this is a great opportunity for you. You can make extra cash. You could serve your client even better. There's just so many great wins inside of doing it. And so she had a great experience she just closed one of her listings. So she's the listing agent. Her former brokerage, the buyer's agent, is from there. And the title agency that Vicky was using, which is our partner Alliance Title, has a remote office out in the Crystal Lake area that really is attached to her former brokerage. So long story short, Vicky moved brokerages. Now she's a title agent. She closes a listing with her former brokerage and they're closing it at this title office that belongs to her former broker, if you will. And she's sitting on the other side of this, making money on the title and making way more money on her commission. So she ended up giving her client $500 from some of the title commission as well. So she was able to help her client secure that, relationship, future business opportunities, referrals, etc. And now she's on, sitting here with this brokerage. And that just blows me away. Like, what a great feeling that is to be like, man, I'm now with a company that not only just sit here and talks about it, but like we're getting into action. We're making these things real for you guys. So you have these paths of success. Like you can do so much more, and anything I can do to support you in doing it, I'm all for it. Like we can get as creative as we want here. This is a very entrepreneurial group and business. And that's what we're about. So I just thought it was awesome for Vicky to experience that, like just sitting on the other side of the table. And now she's the title agent and she's the listing agent. And she put significantly more money in her pocket at the end of the day and was still able to help her client and give back to them. So thank you, Vicky, for letting me tell your story.
Awesome,
Sure. And,
Vicky.
thank you. That sale in particular is very bittersweet for me. So 18 years ago, my good friend Karen, who I worked with at Motorola, I found her that townhouse. And I was not an agent. I just did it for fun because I loved doing it. And that was the first time an agent said to me, you're really good at this. Have you thought about like doing this for real? And I just said, nah, I have a 401k and insurance. I'm good. And now, look, I'm 4 years in and I'm selling that house in particular. And the bittersweet part is my friend just moved to Michigan. So, but she said, nope, there was no question. It was always going to be you.
See,
Yeah.
full circle. I love it.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you. Okay, I know we got like a whole meeting here. That was fun. Thank you guys for sharing. We're going to go ahead and let Adam and Rob jump in and kind of give us an update and some insight. So take it away, guys.
Rob, you go ahead.
Yes. Yeah, so we're chugging along here. We just had another, quick close. I think we got a closing today, this afternoon. And that's a great, which I think Adam should just kind of give the the nice part of the personal story there. But I think we're really set up really well here to kind of launch into next year for all of you, and which I knew we would be able to, but I think and I know we're really able to deliver a great service experience, and then just be a resource for any borrower, whether we're doing the loan or not, just be able to be a sounding board. And I think as you talk to us more and more, you'll realize we can help put deals together. And that's a lot of the value. Everyone says that, but with my experience and Adam's tenacity and experience, we're able to really, I think, deliver for our mutual clients. And I'm excited. I think once we get past regardless of the outcome, get past the election, I think there's going to be a lot more certainty out there for people. And I think people are going to be re-engaging in the market. I really feel we're going to see a significant spike in activity. And I think the spring market's going to start super early this year. And I think, we're going to be off to the races here. So, one thing just to reiterate that I think we do really well is having an early conversation with a borrower, and then getting them into the system and working up their file, and having them kind of basically fully approved just to be determined on a property. And that makes a huge difference for you as real estate agents to be able to negotiate and have a talk at a high level of certainty with the listing agents and the sellers, ultimately, to be able to, if we're in a competitive offer situation or multiple offer situation, we're going to stand out. And unless somebody's coming in with all cash, we're probably going to be the best ones to go with. And we do a great job of being accessible, and then also making sure that, we'll happily talk to the listing agent on every transaction to kind of go full Jedi, as I would say. This is the clients you're looking for, and try to get them to realize that we've done our homework and we have vetted that client out. And so it's as close as the sure thing as they're going to get. But I'm excited as we start to build this out.
I have a testimonial to that, Rob. Thank
Yep.
you. So we were in a multiple offer situation, and we did not win the first round. And there were, I believe, 6 or 8 offers. It was one of the two. So there was quite a few offers. And we did not win. Somebody else beat us out on price. And the agent, obviously the seller decided to go with the higher price. That's fine. But the way that I communicated with her during our offer made all of the difference. And she had a conversation with Adam as the loan officer during the, offer stage, if you will. So we did everything we could to present our clients in the best way possible. We didn't win that initial offer, but as you all know, stay in touch with the listing agent. Always continue to let them know, hey, if anything falls through on that current deal, we're still interested, give us a call. That's how you win multiple offers, right? I can't tell you how many times that's happened to me. So sure enough, the first buyer got cold feet, whatever happened, they pulled out. The agent contacted me and said, Pam, you guys aren't even still the highest offer out of all the other offers that we have. But the way that you communicated, and I talked to your loan officer, and my confidence in him and how you've been presenting yourself, I honestly told my sellers, you just got to go with your gut. And my gut says to go with you guys. And they agreed. And I'm like, fantastic. So then part of the issue, not an issue, but part of the challenge was we had obviously wrote this offer a week previous. So the closing date is now inching closer and closer. And she's like, does your existing offer still stand? And I said, well, let me just check with, all the parties involved, and I'll get back to you. I call Adam and I'm like, they're ready to accept our offer. We're still not the best offer. So anything we can do to just keep our offer as is, I think would be beneficial in securing this opportunity. And he's like, It's 8 business days, Pamela. And I'm like, you can do it. You can do it, Adam. And
Wow.
so we went for it, and sure enough, Adam and Rob and the team, they closed it to the day. 8 business days, got it done. I mean, it was amazing. It was an amazing experience. Our buyer was super impressed. She didn't feel rushed or hurried or, nothing like that. The experience that she had was still very much amazing and supportive, because on that quick timeline, sometimes people can feel a little hurried, but that was not the case. So I can attest to firsthand what you were just saying, Rob, just happened with us. And our client is just so happy. Obviously, she got the property and, the experience she had on the financing side of things, she's ready to refer business to us left and right. So thank you. And by the way, Adam did all of this while going to get his mom from Germany.
Okay.
So he was out of the country because his mom coming to Germany wasn't like a planned situation at this moment of time.
Correct.
Him and his husband have been planning to bring her at some point, but things kind of got escalated, and so poor Adam had to jump out of the country to go get his mom without being able to plan ahead. And he still got this deal done with the support of Rob, of course, and the other team, behind the scenes. And we never skipped a beat, even with him out of the country on a 12-hour time difference, whatever it was. So.
But Pam, that is
Thank you.
exactly, so I now thank you for sharing this, but it's exactly also what Rob said, is because we prepared really the file, and exactly that, our client, your client, Pam, was ready. It was just, depending on the property, and we needed just to clear the property, and that was it. So, and that is why it is so important to get all those things done. Yes, 8 business days. Please give us a little bit more time, because sometimes you need just 5 business days to get an appraisal, or 10 business days, right? So that was the thing. But thank God. So, and again, yes, as nice as it is that I was in Germany and all that, of course, we wanted to keep with the clients the communication and everything, but Rob and Melissa, who is our senior loan processor in the back, my God, they're just amazing. They were always there. So, and that is what makes it possible, right? To make this, deals. Rob, I didn't want to interrupt you. I don't know if you wanted to say anything else before I jump to the second.
No, not really. I mean, the crazy thing is I'm used to the way the mortgage business is, especially in purchases and real estate, is, there's a, I believe in, and there should be, there's a high level, high expectations. And, I'm a little bit older than a lot of you guys, but back in the day, I don't know, using the football analogy of Barry Sanders, who was, in Detroit, whenever he would score a touchdown, he didn't spike the ball. He just walked over to the referee, handed him the ball, and got back to business. And that's kind of how I feel I like to conduct our business. We expect to do a fantastic job, and that doesn't always work that way, but our expectations are to deliver a great service experience. And as agents and people that we work with, our partners, we want them to know that we can consistently deliver and perform on time over and over again. And then I'm worth, and Adam's worth, we're worth 3-4 deals a year for a real estate agent, that because of our expertise, we get them done that you would not get done somewhere else. And so when agents realize that, eventually we're going to get more looks, and we just need an at bat, to do a deal. And I'll give you an example, like my assistant's older sister, about 3 months ago, had a conversation with Casey, and she's like, you should just talk to Rob. And so her sister's like, well, we're going to buy a house next year. I'm like, well, why are you buying? Okay, so how are you what's your down payment? Oh, well, we're probably gonna get a gift from our in-laws. They had agreed to it already. I'm like, well, why are we waiting till next year? And she's like, well, that's what we had in our head. I'm like, well, there's no reason to wait. I mean, if you have the down payment, I ran their numbers, they qualify, and I go, this is a better market now than a year from now as far as competition. So they were able to find a house up in Fox Lake or Ingleside on the water for their first house. I mean, the place is freaking, it came with a boat. It's ridiculous. And it was like $600 some thousand, and that's their first house. And there's no way in heck they waited till the market kind of like picked up, and then now they're in competitive, more competitive situations. So it's just, sometimes those conversations need to be had, and that's where we can bring some value and just really just listening and helping people understand what they can afford, and how to get into a property. So it's and that's what I like most. I feel now, having done this 32 years, I'm a problem solver. How do I help people get what they want and kind of arrive at what their life goals are? And we're facilitators. That's all we really are. I mean, it's just the real estate's the goal. The mortgage is the means to the end. Like, we're the part that has to come into play to help them get what they want. But nobody wants a mortgage. You just have to get a mortgage. And so we try to make it easy for people, and we do. And I think as you guys see us perform more and more, you'll start to get a comfort with what we do, and then you can focus on your job as a real estate professional and let us just handle the mortgage side of the business, and then you can go out and get another deal rather than trying to have to manage all these other parts that take away from your core business, which is making sure if you're spending all your time making sure your mortgage partners aren't idiots or are on top of stuff, then you're never going to really have a great real estate career, because you're going to be too sidetracked to focus on what you need to be focusing on. So that's our job. We'll take care of it, and just give us a chance. And as you have been hearing here, we're gonna take care of our mutual client and deliver for everyone. So that's our goal.
Thank you, Rob.
And we enjoy doing it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Pam.
Okay.
Thank you for that, Rob.
Oh, no
Do you
problem.
have something, Adam?
I know your meeting is going on, so you know what? I will talk next time about it, because we shared a lot of great stuff. It's still great next time. How's that?
It's up to you. Okay.
No, next
Okay.
time, absolutely.
Okay. Okay, honey, no problem. Tanya.
Yay!
We wanted to celebrate Tanya as our cultural agent of the month. And ironically, this is exactly what she shared was her celebration. So we want to congratulate you, Tanya, as our cultural agent of the month. Tanya's
you.
insatiable thirst for knowledge and continuous self-improvement have made her a shining example within our organization. Her dedication to enhancing every aspect of her business, from elevating her open house experiences to crafting unique client appreciation gestures, truly embodies our learning-based culture. Her innovative approach to real estate and genuine passion for supporting others make her an outstanding representative of our company values. And you just said it, Tanya. I mean, this is, yes, yes.
Thank you. I
Way to
appreciate
go.
that.
Yes, yes. Thank you for
It
doing
feels
such a
nice to be
great job.
recognized.
Absolutely, absolutely. And here we go. We got our September production, because remember, we're always a month kind of behind in the sense of when we have our results. So congratulations, Adam and Vicky, New View Group, on your amazing production for September. And Tanya,
Woo!
right there.
Right
So we'll
there.
see what October brings. But I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud of everyone. You guys are doing a great job, and congratulations. This I wanted to make sure you guys were aware of. So I'm going to send you this link after our meeting today. I'll have Allie send it to you. So this is our one tool chest. So as you become more familiar with Realty One Group and you're inside of Zone and all of the tools, this is just kind of like a flip book that I'm going to send you that allows you to, I think, be more organized in all of our tools and what all of these tools have to offer. Okay, so as you click on it, this is going to obviously talk about Zone. So Zone is where we live, as you guys know. And then if you click on any one of these QR codes, you're going to get additional resources or maybe a video or something. So I really encourage you guys to flip through this, because I'm confident you'll learn something in here that you didn't know you have access to, or a tool that can be very valuable to you in your business. So we do have healthcare, for example. So some of you may not even have been aware of that, but there is a healthcare health insurance option available to us through Realty One Group. One University, this is the one I really wanted to focus on today. I encourage you to please go into One University. There's an app you can download on your phone as well. They have great learning tools on One University, whether it's our weekly Waking Up to Win, different webinars that they offer, all the way down to thousands and thousands and thousands, I'm not kidding, training, recorded training on all different types of topics. They're in Spanish as well. So if you have someone that you want to share this with outside of our organization that speaks Spanish, feel free to share that with them. We can give them what's called a One University guest pass. So those are available. So you can help other colleagues, get resources and learn alongside of you. That's no problem. We encourage it. But again, so here's download the app. So when I send this to you guys, you could just download it right here. And then here's just some other resources. So SkySlope, you guys are getting more familiar with, so am I. OneSuite, that's our CRM and lead routing system. So that's where your website lives. And then obviously where you can manage your database, the One app. So there's just One Design Print Center. So if you want to print something, we have that available. Obviously you pay for any print that you may do as far as, the actual physical print, but you have access to create all of this through Creative Studio at no additional fee, etc. So List Hub is where you can list your properties globally. So you want to make sure that that's turned on and that you have that active and live. And List Track, this is a good one. You could send great reports to your sellers. You can create marketing from this. It's an amazing tool. I actually use that a lot. One Marketplace. So you kind of get the idea. There's quite a bit here, and we do have luxury as well. So I'm going to send you this link. Please, please, please flip through it. I think that you'll definitely learn about some tools that maybe you weren't aware of, and that you can, will be beneficial for you and your business. Okay?
Hey, Pam, I have a
Yes.
question. Is there
Yes.
info when they're on the app?
Yes.
Okay, because like I download the app and I tried to sign in and it made me sign up as a customer, but then when I signed up as a client, it sent me a thing saying, you have a new client. And I was like, well, why wouldn't you let me sign in as me? So I'm not sure like what I did wrong.
Got it. And honestly, you guys, and Vicky, truly just email support. They answer you in a flash. Those guys are unbelievable at how well they support us and how quickly they support us. So help desk at realty1group.com. They will completely answer that for you, or they will even jump on a Zoom if you need to and walk you through something. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I jumped on Zooms with them and pretty fast. So I encourage you to reach out to them for sure. So that's the one tool chest. This I'm so excited about. So we have done a little bit of marketing. You may have seen it, you may not have. That's okay. That's why I'm talking about it today. So we have our first community event that we're doing as a company. We're doing it through Hunger Heroes, which some of you might be familiar with Bill Canadis from our other company, Keller Williams. He has co-founded an organization called Feed Six, and they basically feed the homeless. And I've participated in these in the past, and it is an amazing time. It is high energy, lots of movement, lots of fun, music playing in the background. And basically, it's going to be at the Allstate Arena in the Skyline Room, where basically the Chicago Wolves are. So it's like right in their little area. And we set up this big room, and we have all of these tables set up, in the room. And then our team will be assigned to a table. And then we basically get to work together as a team, and we kind of work as an assembly line, and we package all of this food that then gets sent out to, so many people that really need it and can use it. So I am really excited to do this with you guys. Friends, family, kids, spouses, everyone's welcome. Moms, it doesn't matter. Like anybody you want to bring. I brought my nieces and nephews in the past. I had them like do their own table on their own. I don't know if that was such a good idea because they were like 10 and 12, and when they all get together, it's just a lot of fun and mess. But I mean, the more the merrier. This is a family event. This is a community event. And it's an opportunity for us to come together as an organization and do something great for the community. So it's on Saturday morning, November 16th. So we still got some time at 9 a.m. in the Skyline Room of the Allstate Arena. Okay. So there's, I'll continue to send out more information on it, but it is on our Facebook page as well. So if you want to reference to it there, you can. And then we actually did okay. I always like to end with what karma stands for. Again, kind, compassionate, and considerate in every interaction. Altruistic, which we get to do with the Feed Six Hunger Heroes event. Committed to selflessly serving clients' best interests, our community. Real, dedicated to genuine, transparent transactions and relationships. Mindful, thoughtful, and attentive to clients' needs and concerns. Motivated, driven to achieve success through hard work and dedication. And agency, providing top-notch service with expertise and integrity. And as always, be good, do good, live good. I appreciate you guys so much. I'm looking forward to our community event, next month on November 16th. And I also invite you, I'm going to put together the date, but I'd like to do our next meeting in November here in the office, and we'll do like a Thanksgiving kind of get together. So, we'll do like a
Yes,
potluck or
Yay.
something. So everybody can bring their favorite dish, what have
I
you.
would love that.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
that's wonderful.
yeah. So we'll do that here in house. I'll have furniture.
Yay for furniture.
Oh my gosh. So we'll figure out the right day and time and obviously communicate it, but I wanted you to know ahead of time that I can't wait to see you guys be in person and start that moving forward. Of course, we'll always offer options on Zoom because we want to support those that can't make it all the time. But any opportunity we can be live in person, I'm all for. I'm a hugger. I love energy. And Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday because of that, because it's really just about gratitude. And to be able to share that with each of you would be super special, and just warms my heart. So thank you guys. Keep working hard. Have fun.
Thank you, Pam.
Anything I can do to support you, you know that I'm here, whatever it is. And I just love you all. Thank you.
Thanks, Pam. We love you too.
Okay.
Thank
Love
you,
you
Bye,
too.
Pam.
guys.
Bye,
Bye.
Bye,
guys.
guys.
Bye,
Enjoy the rest
Tanya.
of your
Bye,
day.
Seleni. Bye,
Bye,
bye.
everyone. It was nice to see you and hear you. Congratulations to
Bye.
all of you. Bye.
And to
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.